Welcome back to CTA. Just putting my bottle down. Some good merchandise. By the way, thank you so much to each and every single person who supported us in getting, just by buying the merchandise. Those of you who've donated, we don't take it for granted, and we are grateful. Remember, if you'd like to get some merch, the link is in the description. There's something called a merchandise manager. Tuma WhatsApp hapo, it will get to you, and we ship anywhere in the world where there's a DHL. Sir, blessing. Tuendelee na hii story. So, I've got a bit of a difficult question to ask. It's not the easiest of topics to talk about, and only if you're willing will I allow you to talk about it. And this is the time when I was coming to your studio. I think you had just gotten your son.
Yes.
And then a couple of years later, I got to hear that he had passed on. Is that a story that you'd like to just share?
Yeah, sure. Yes. Let me talk about my angel and Winnie. Okay. Her name is Winnie, and Chantel, Kyle, and I think I learned so much from him. And duration of that time, I was going through so much. I had to go back to school, so I was in and out of the country.
That's when you could go to Canada?
No, to States actually.
To States,
yes, most of the time. So I wasn't present sana during the pregnancy, but when I was around, I was able to spend some quality time with him. Sele amesha zaliwa. So at some point I came back home and things weren't going well because in and out, and then you remember my name being like, guys used to know just a blessing, not the company. So business wasn't doing all that. So when I was in States, I think someone texted me, WhatsApp to me and told me that I was big in Uganda. I need to go open up a branch in Uganda. So came back, did few things, spent some quality time with my son, and then went to Uganda, opened up a branch in Uganda.
For real?
Yes. So did work for about a month.
And what does that mean when you open up a branch? Equipment?
Yes. Open. Equipment, and also have an office.
A team?
A team there. And also I'd left another team here. So there's so much that happened in Uganda. I don't want to talk about it. Okay. But I had a couple of videos that I'd done for Ugandans. Like Exodus, which was very, very big. I'd done a song called Igwe for Exodus. Igwe, and then I'd done also...
Are you the one who did Alemba and Exodus?
Yes, actually I edited that. I edited it, so it's under me, but I didn't do the full production.
Okay.
And also I did another one called Prophecy for Exodus.
Yeah.
So it was quite big in Uganda. So guys were like, hey, Exodus is spending a lot of money in Kenya. So me being there, it gave me a lot of... actually, I was working literally, I was working with everyone around. So I did a video for Sanyu, and continuing with my calling. So before I work with anyone, I used to ask them, what do you want to achieve? Because me, I'm not just a videographer. I like to know what you want to achieve through this project. So Cindy told me she wanted to win an award, like an award out of Uganda, big award. So I was like, Sawa.
And is Cindy the one who used to be in Blue 3?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So Cindy, we did a video called Ndimukondo, I think. And then during that time, that's what we did. So I did a couple of videos, big artists in Uganda.
Did you work with Baby Cool or Chameleon?
No, I did not.
Bobby Wine?
Because then they weren't...
The biggest?
Yes, they were new. There was a guy called Ziza Bafana, and they were quite something then, yeah. So after doing all that, when I'm about to come back home, the guy that invited me, amehepa.
You invited to Uganda?
Yes, amehepa na do yote. mi sina tiketi ya kurudi.
Oh my God.
So huku home mabloggers wanasema nilikimbilia wapi? Uganda. You know, so blessing amefanya. So try to raise some money.
You're in Uganda, the money has been paid to a guy, that guy runs away.
Yes. I think it was a day before now nirudi. Because also my son needed my attention, okay? For a month being away, that was too much. So I think Cindy bailed me out in Uganda. She paid for my hotel where I was living. And it was quite some amount.
Oh, so
for a month.
all the time that you had been there, even the hotel fee hadn't been paid. This girl was supposed to pay it all.
Yes. And I was working. Some videos, yes, I was charging, but a bit of money because I wanted to retain the content for YouTube and all that. So I wasn't charging them expensive because the news was this guy from Nairobi is very much expensive. Yeah, he's expensive. So coming back, it was a problem. I remember then the person that who sent me ticket, I think hiyo ndege ilienda or something, ikaniacha. Then I had to rebook, actually top up to rebook for another ticket. By the time I'm walking in, that lady at counter comes and tells me, "Sir, excuse me, you did not pay the full amount." I'm like, "Woman, please, I just want to go home to see my daughter. You can't give me boarding pass if I had not paid the whole amount. I beg you, let me just go home." So getting here home, nilikuwa nimekauka kabisa. So huko nimeibiwa, and also there's some other things that came up. I don't want to talk about them. Yeah, but basically someone that I helped, then they couldn't help me when I was there. So coming here, the toy needed attention here. Hosi, Kyle,
yes,
my son now.
He was unwell?
No, actually, he was just normal. So alikuwa nafaa kudungwa shindano immunization ya 6 months. So we delayed kidogo. So during that time, RK had a project. So he called me out, "Jay, niaje? There's a project here, ya Gava." And may his soul rest in peace. That's where I got to meet also Ali B. We did that video, ilikuwa na kina Bahati, Size 8. Nameless was the director. I was the director of photography, and then RK was the producer. So now here I'm learning to collaborate. Because Nameless, he's always been a director, so he knows how things need to go. RK has always been a producer. He knows how to produce. And me, and also I have some TV expertise. So mtoi kumpeleka hosi, just the first payment RK gave me some amount, took the child to the hospital, and then now that's when the problem started. Alikuwa sawa, but mguu ni kama imeanza kuoza. Things started, like every single day, there was a news that mtoi ana get worse. So during that time I had difficult time kabisa in business. Everything wasn't working. So at Aga Khan, I told those doctors, me, I know my God. This kid is gonna be okay. I know my God. You guys just do everything that you can. Let him survive. So they said, okay, but we'll advise, maybe you just take him to India. Or nitanzia wapi India. And or we just see we can discontinue the machine na nini vitu kama hivyo. Nikamwambia, no, my son is going to live. I know that. What I've gone through this period, I don't think kama ni Mungu anaweza niachilia hivyo. So during that time, I had to call so many people around me. There's a friend of mine anaitwa Expo. You know Expo? Expo. They know. So they came with my bro, Saint P. And he prayed. And because I was very, very desperate. At a point, I was like, God, whoever that you can listen to his prayers, as long as my son gets well, I'm willing to go that way. He prayed, and Expo kept, actually he kept on seeing reconciliation. And true, during that time and everything, because you see, when you're high, you don't listen to other people. So I think maybe I might have forgotten who I was, you know, because you're in a high place, you're trying to make everything work. So during the time that my son was sick, I was able to reconcile with every single person that I've ever, yes, like everyone. I was just calling someone because I wanted God to listen to my prayers. So after that, Expo prayed, and then at night when I was praying, I told God, you know, I've gone through so much in my life, and you've always been there. In fact, me, I've never seen a miracle. You've always come through for me, always. Like, you've always provided, even on the worst moment ever. I just want to have a testimony like other people to say that I've seen you doing a miracle. I want you to do a miracle. Immediately I made that prayer. I got a call from the OC. Hey, your child had gone, but we've resuscitated him back. I told God, please, please, please. Then I don't want to see you. If this is how you want it, I don't want to. So thank God, the mom, God had already dealt with the mom. So by the time we were going to the hospital, we'd been called in the morning. I think the mom had already known that I had passed. Me, I couldn't. And I don't know what happened. RK was just there, boom. Whereby me, at my age, okay, my mom, I was very young. So now here you have a dead person. You have a bill of almost 1 point something M.
What?
The body has to be, for the body to be released, you have to clear this debt. I don't know what RK did. I do not know what he did. But what I know is, thank you very much, Dad. I know he did clear everything. Even the process that mtoto anazikwa, it's like I was in a very, like a dark room that you don't know what's happening. Yeah. It taught me so much, and thank you for everyone who contributed then, and also during the burial. I think I had so many people who came for the burial. I felt like I had a family. Yes, and I learned to reconcile. Every time I tell people that my angel came and went to be with the Lord, and I learned reconciliation. So he is a reconciliation message to me. Yeah, so yeah, anyone with that who maybe is going through that or he's been that, just let God. God knows how to take care of things. Yeah, he knows.
It's a bit of a stupid question, but maybe your explanation will help give it context. Does this situation come to then affect you and how you live life after?
Big time.
So okay, let me just ask what I'm trying to ask. Did it play a part in the breakup of the relationship that you were in?
I'll say yes and no, because we saw it. For me, when I was losing everything, I remember telling then the mother of my child that, you see, we've lost so many things. I don't want to lose you. You know, you can't tell God what to do. Yes, but it's so fun. Even now, we talk. She's my friend. We laugh about other things, and I still call her Mama Kyle, and she still calls me Baba Kyle.
It's powerful.
And I understand there are things that you can't stop God from doing whatever that he wants. And if he wants to teach you a lesson, even after that, for me, it was very, very heavy because after some time I lost, also the breakup came in. And then also at the blogs, guys were saying I went to Uganda, sacrificed my son.
What?
You know,
What?
I was like, nilienda kupata wanasema nilienda kupata nguvu Uganda. Nuko kwanza nilicharazwa vizuri sana. Yeah, so through all that, I just understand if God wants you to learn it very fast before he will eliminate everyone and anything if he wants you to learn something. So right now I'm very, very quick to reconcile, to gather myself up. You've messed here. Just pick up. Yes, and move on. Yeah. I'll tell you, I've had big maybe fights or discouragement after that. But for me, even there are people that I've mentioned in my story, if I told you what we've gone through them even, it's very worse, but I don't have it at heart at all. Yeah, because God had to teach me reconciliation in a very hard way. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a powerful thing.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that, J Blessing. It's not easy to share. I've never lost a child, so I don't, and there are some things that you can't understand them unless you go through them.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
That's true.
So I've learned not to even think that I can understand what it meant to go through that, but then also to share it.
Yeah.
But the fact that you've shared it shows me you're not where you are. That's a powerful lesson. It's true, J Blessing. Hey, jina yako saa zingine has been through the gutter. With people, you've been known sometimes not to deliver videos, which you've said.
Yeah.
You've been known. So I'm looking at you seated here and I'm just like, what on earth? How do you go through tough times and it doesn't break you? You see this thing you're talking about, the blogs. J Blessing umekuwa kwa blogs mob. Umekuwa in wasanii discussions. And sometimes in a true sense. You get what I mean? But how is it that you're still here? And then we'll continue the story. I'm going to now ask you. But I just want to understand, what's that thing in you that doesn't allow you to break?
First of all, I think I keep on saying this. The fathers that I've allowed them to be in my life, they've left some pieces in me. Like the men from my dad, William, to my spiritual father, Andrew, and also Andrew, Max Melodies, and RK. There's so many that I've allowed them. They've left some pieces in me whereby if anything happens, there's a side that I look at. Let's say, worst scenario, let's say you are the blogger that you just sat there. There's a time back I was told that I got married, for example, and I was working during that time. And some of them are my friends. And I wonder, how comes you just decide to write something opposite of who I am?
So let me ask you this question. Did you get married to Muzungu in Stato that finances you?
No, I've never been married before.
Yeah.
Yes, I have never been married.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. At least I'm helping you set the record straight.
Yeah, so a lot have been said, but also I just tell people that if you want to know me, ask me.
Uliza.
Yeah. If there's one value that I have in me, si muongo at all. I say it the way it is. I hate lies. I won't lie to you. If someone lies to me, it's another thing. I say it and I will tell you, yes, nilifanya makosa. And I'm rectifying from it. Or, yes, it happened. I was unaware. I'm a human being.
Yeah.
Yes. If you use that against me to portray me as another person, then that's up to you. It's not my problem. For me, I know how I've lived my life. Like anyone else. Kuna watu wanaweza kuwa wamefanya mistake, hatujui, and they're still working free. Kuna watu wengine wamefanya mistake kidogo sana, lakini wako kamiti, wanaserve. wengine kama sisi na wengineo, hata si makosa umefanya, mtu amefanya makosa ikagongana na wewe then it becomes a whole lot of things. Yeah, but we are not angels, but also we are human beings. That mistakes are
part and parcel of being a human being.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, let me now, just to lighten the mood, I'm going to name an artist. You tell me if you've worked with them. You know, I named 200 artists.
Okay.
I said in the intro, I said 200. I said, you come a video done on Malaysia.
Okay.
And also, I'm very aware that this video will be watched by people in 2050, when we're no longer doing this, or in 2070,
Yes.
when we are gone from this world. So, A star.
Yes, I have 1.5.